Well, we don't know what Donald Trump will do, but you serve on this Energy and Commerce Committee. This morning, the president-elect announced, well, threatened via tweet, that he could terminate the deal if he feels that it isn't democratically sort of forward-looking for the people of Cuba and any relations here in the United States. But we've already got business. I mean, you just saw the JetBlue flight taking off.
Right.
Starwood Hotels, Marriott, AT&T, the list goes on. Can you really put the genie back in the bottle?
Well, I think President-elect Trump said it right, and that's what he's going to be about, is putting America first and actually getting better deals going forward. And clearly, President Obama didn't build the case for this. It was sort of a quickly sprung effort, and I think we actually have a better opportunity under President-elect Trump to get it right in Cuba. It's an important market, but look, it's not a giant market. It will help some, certainly, under the right conditions at the right time. But look at the human abuses that have gone on, human rights abuses that have gone on in Cuba for decades and decades, 50 years. Look at, they don't believe in free speech. They don't believe in American values like we do, certainly, when it comes to civil rights and human rights. And I think Donald Trump's right. I think he can get a better deal.
Listen, it's been horrible what the Cuban people have been through, and exiles who had all of their property taken over. I mean, families broken up, horrifying. But of course, as the decades pass, you now have United States businesses who have not just interest, vested interest. Agreements have been signed. We know AT&T is already putting up all kinds of equipment and buildings. Same with Marriott, Starwood Hotels, etc. Look, if Donald Trump is known as sort of the businessman president, representing capitalists who are licking their chops, might he get some real pushback from these companies in Cuba we have on our screen that are investors own?
Certainly, and they're important American companies, and we want them to grow, and we can do a lot for them besides Cuba when it comes to reforming tax policy, to make pro-growth American tax policy in place, when it comes to bringing back some of these awful regulations that are out there. I mean, there's so many other things that are going to be on the agenda that are far more important to these companies than just Cuba. But the president-elect is proving he's more than just a business guy, a very successful business guy. He's putting America's interests first, and that's broader than just expanding access to a given market. It has to be done on the right terms, and I think he's calling the shots here in a good way.
Well, he's saying human rights over business rights, which is interesting. We'll see how that plays out. I need to ask you, because you sit on this Commerce Committee, just about now he is looking to place at least someone in that top commerce job. He's also looking for energy job as well, the energy secretary. Specifically, I want to talk about the energy position. Harold Hamm has been mentioned as a leader in that realm. Harold Hamm, of course, is the billionaire oil tycoon. Possibly Rick Perry, the governor of Texas. You know, look, we don't really have a strong energy policy at the moment, or don't we need that at some point?
Oh, absolutely. That's one of our key platforms here on how to make America great again and build jobs, is to actually use this incredible energy resource we now have that, frankly, until about a dozen years ago, didn't realize we had the ability to go access. And that's all energy, above the ground, below the ground, so we can be really energy independent. That's great for consumers, by the way. The mom who's filling up the van to take the kids to soccer practice doesn't want to pay $4.50 a gallon. She wants to pay something far less than that. The coal miners that have lost their jobs.
Average is about $2.11.
I got that, and that's a good thing for consumers, but there's so much more we can do. You look at the coal fields of West Virginia and Illinois and around in Kentucky, where we don't have to kill coal like they've done in the Obama administration. I mean, there's so much more we can do on the energy front going forward, and I think you're going to see a President Trump do that, and we're going to help him grow America to be energy independent, because you know what? It's not only good for creating jobs in the United States, it's good for geopolitical purposes too. When we can export LNG, you go talk to what it would mean to Ukraine or Lithuania or somewhere where their only source is Gazprom and the Russians.
Yeah, well, we'd love to replace that. We should help them.
We should.
Good to see you. Congressman Greg Walden of the great state of Oregon. Thank you so much for joining us.